Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Prachi Arora, an engineering student, and I am here doing my community service for the community development project by teaching Python on YouTube. Till now, I have uploaded 10 lectures already, and today is the 11th lecture. I hope you all understood the previous lectures very well. If you have any doubt, feel free to comment your doubt and I will try to answer it. Okay? And in last lecture, I told you all about the methods of list. We did the 14 methods of list. And what are methods? Those are a set of built-in, Python has a set of built-in methods that you can use on list to manipulate a list. Okay. So we did list constructor, len function, append method, insert method, extend, count, index, remove, reverse, clear, pop, sort, and del. Okay. And in today's lecture, we will be doing everything about string. What a string is, how to initialize a string, how to manipulate a string, assess the string letters, and how to slice a string. Okay, so first of all, let's do the homework of last lecture. I gave you this homework that you have to initialize a list of integers and change the even numbers to the square of them. I hope you all have completed this much because it is a very easy program to do. If you haven't completed it, first of all, please pause the video and complete it. Okay, so let's check it out together. We'll be taking a list L equals to, let's take the same list 2, 3, 6, 1, 7, 4, and 5. Okay, now we will be taking for loop for I in range. What will be the range? Length of L. Okay, and then here we will be taking L I equals to, oh, first of all, we have to give the condition if statement. If Li modulus 2 equals to 0. What does this condition mean? It means the number is even. If a number modulus 2 is 0, it means when we divide a number by 2 and the remainder is 0, then the number is even, right? So what do we do with the even numbers? Change the even numbers to square of them. So we take Li equals to Li exponential and 2. Okay, and then we print updated list L. So you see what's happening here. First of all, we initialize a list of integers, right? And then we take a for loop for I in range length of L. So what is the length of L? It's 7. So the loop will work from 0 to 6. Okay, and then it comes inside and checks for the if condition. If the number is even, like 2 is even, it will go inside the if block and square that element. Otherwise it will come out and give the same. The other odd elements remain or the same only. Okay, let's run and see. This is the output we should be getting. Okay, let's run here. You can see we are getting the same output 4, 3, 36, 1, 7. All the even numbers have been squared and the odd numbers remain the same. Okay, so this was the homework, just 4 lines of code. You can see nothing difficult, and I hope you all understood the concept of all these methods, and these are very important to remember. Okay, you will be using a lot of them in programs later on, and even if you don't know, you can easily do it without them. But let me tell you, these help a lot. This will help shorten your code and increase the readability too. You won't need to write 5 lines of code, just 1 line of them and it's done, right? So let's move forward with the today's lecture. Let me make a new file, lecture11.py, enter. And what are we doing today? String. Everything about string. I should have done string first and then the list, but I guess this also works because you know at least basic of strings, right? So let's start with string. First of all, what are strings? What do you think is string? Just some words or letters? Hmm? Okay. So strings are sequence of characters written inside quotes, and it can contain letters, numbers, symbols, and spaces, right? And how do we initialize them? Already told you, in double quotes. String is done in double quotes. Okay. So, like many other languages like C++ and C, which have or char or character type, Python doesn't have a separate character type. A single character of a string is treated as character like that. A single character is treated as string of length 1. No different characters we have, okay? So strings are commonly used for text handling and manipulation. So first of all, how can strings be created? Just like how we created lists, strings can be created too. I have already told you in previous lectures actually, but let me officially teach you how to do strings. Okay, so let me take a string s equals to hello world. Okay, and also s1 equals to hello world. We can use either double quotes or single quotes, but of course, double quotes are preferred everywhere. I will tell you the reason why double quotes are preferred. So, first of all, let's just print these their types. Print type s, then print type s1. Okay, so you know that after this you will know that anything between double quotes or single quotes is a string. See, it's giving class string, right? So it's a string. Both of these are string. Now I will tell you why we use double quotes. Suppose I want to write I am happy. I am happy. Okay? I am happy. Now I write it using single quotes. I am happy. You see what's happening here? It's giving us a red wavy line. Why? Because we used a single quote as apostrophe and it's treating it as the closure of that string. Now if we try to print these, print s and print s1 and run it, it will show you error because we have untermined a terminated string literal. Here a single quotation mark is there. So that's why it's always preferred to use double quotation marks. Okay, this is how you initialize a string. So what is a string? It is a sequence of characters written inside quotes, and it can contain numbers, letters, symbols, and spaces. Spaces I have already added, and correct symbols too, like quotation mark, right, as hashtag, at the rate, dollar sign, percent sign, and then add numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I print it. First print type of S, and then I print S. You will see that it doesn't matter what we are using inside the string, it's just a string, class string, and every space, symbol, or number and letter is getting printed. Alright, and then we have something called multi-line string. This you can see only one line we have, and if we want to write multi-line string, we can't go for the same thing. Like I will tell you here, if I enter, you can see like I am inside the list and I want to print the next one in the next line. And here I enter, it's giving a different string. Now if we try printing it, see, it's getting printed. Another way for it is using triple quotes. Have double quotes, one, two, three. We have three double quotes here now, and then we write hello, I am learning Python, and then thank you. See, and now we print S. You can see it's coming in different lines, just like we wanted. Okay, using the first thing, you only get that in one single line. But if you want to Let me show you another thing. That's something called escape sequence. Now use only single quotes and you will see this is giving you error. If I want to use only single quotes here, but I want it to be printed in the next line. What do? I use the new line sequence, escaping sequence we are called this, and a new line character. See, I am putting this backslash n wherever I want the line to be changed. It works as an enter, you can see, and see it's coming in different lines. Even though we have written the string in one single line, it is being printed in different because of backslash n. That's the new line character. Okay, and there are many more different escape sequences. If you want, I can tell you about some of them. Like this is new line character. Then we have, if I want to put a double quote, for example, here we have a string and in it I want to write a dialogue too. So how do I write a dialogue? We always write dialogues in double quotes, right? So I will start with, he said, and then I want to put a double quote here. But if I put double quotes here, it will give us an error. It will get confusing for a computer, okay? So what we do is backslash, then a double quote, and we write what a beautiful day, and then again backslash, double quote, and this ending. Now when we print it, we will get a double quotes in our sentence. He said, what a beautiful day. See, we are getting double quotes. This is also an escape sequence when we want to write it. Okay. Just like that, we can use a single quote here and a single quote here to want it in a single quote. See, what a beautiful day. Okay. And then we have some others, backspace, octal, vertical tab. I think that's alright if you don't do them. And double backslash will give you a backslash. I will show you. So it's giving us a backslash. What a beautiful day. can take it as I am learning Python. Okay, so we can find the length of a string too. Let me take L equals to len function and str1 and print length of string and here L. Now let's run it and you can see, let me run it again, and you can see length of string is 21. How? 1, 2, spaces are also counted. Remember, spaces are also counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So it's right, length of string is 21. Okay, so now how do we access a letter or number or character, anything in a string? Of course, by indexing. Yes, string has indexing also. And of course, it also starts from 0. Let me see. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see, I will have to give it like that because indexing will have to go 20, up to 20. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, here I will write all the letters for you. I am, I am, see the mistake, space. See, I'm making so many mistakes. After I, we have a space too. 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, and again space, and in the L, under 5L, then we have E, A, R, N, I, N, G. Let's see. Okay, learning, and then again space, and under 14 we have P, Y, T, H, O, N, and dot. This is how we have the indexing of the string. Okay, and same for the negative indexing. It starts from -1 of the last one, last element of the string, and till the first element. Okay, so we access the element of a string the same we access the element of a list. And yes, we use square brackets here. to access an element. It's not like we use double quotes because it's a string to access an element. No, we use that only, square brackets only. Okay, I will show you. So here we have to print. For example, I want something at index 10. What is there at index 10? I should be printed. So let's take the string name str1 square braces and 10 is the index. Here I should be printed because we have I under 10, right? And see I. Like that, you can use negative index also. Take minus 10 and see what we get. N here. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, and minus 10. This n under the 11th index. Okay, this is how you access a element in Python, just using the index, a single dot, even the space, like space is at 1. See, it's only empty space. Very easy, right? Just like how we did it in string. Now we have string slicing, of course. What do we have? String slicing. What is slicing? Slicing, like I told you in the list, it's the same. If you haven't watched that lecture of strings indexing and slicing, make sure you watch it and then you will easily understand this one. Slicing is a way to extract a portion of a string by specifying the start and end indexes. Okay, what is slicing? It is a way to extract a portion of a string by specifying the start and end indexes. The start of slicing is the syntax of slicing is square braces, start, colon, end. Same as how it is done in a list. Okay, so suppose we want the slice of fifth element to 15th element. Quickly tell me, how are we going to access that? Of course, first of all, let's take another variable in which we will store our slice. Okay, so we take s1 equals to now string name str1 square brackets, starting index we have to take 5 and up till 15 we want, right? The colon here, colon, not comma, colon, and up to 15 we want it. So what will we write as the end index? Yes, it's 16. So let's print it. Print S1. So what will get printed? L learning space PY will get printed. You can see learning space PY. Wait, we have selected that. That's why it's giving a weird answer. Yeah, now we run it and you can see learning space PY. Just like that, give a negative indexing if you want. Minus 20 to minus 2. So if you get till minus 3 only. I'm learning Python. Okay? Like that, you can take any string slice you want. Just write the starting index and then the end index, and you will get it. Next up in the string, we have something called concatenation. That is adding two or more strings. Okay, so let's take an example. I will take S1 as string 1 and say here, hi everyone, and in S2 I will have, I am Prachi. Okay, now I want it to be in one string only. So what will I do? Print S1 plus S2. So it will add the string 2 at the end of first string. Let's run it and see. Hi everyone, I am Prachi. See, it works. It also works like this. S3 equals to S1 plus S2, and then we print S3. Okay, and run. Hi everyone, I am Prachi. It's working very well. Okay, and we can change the order to, of course, S2 plus S1. Anything we want, the compiler won't mind that. I am Prachi, hi everyone, like that. Okay, that's concatenation. Then we have something called repeating or replicating the strings. Wait a minute. Yeah, repetition. Like concatenation, we have something called repetition. Repetition. A string can be repeated multiple times using asterisk. So, let me show you. We take an example s equals to hello. Okay. Now I want this hello to be printed 5 times. So I take s multiply by 5 and print and run the code. You can see hello is being printed 5 times. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's how repetition works. Now remember, if you take a number in the string and multiply it by 5, it won't multiply the number, it will only show that number 5 times. Okay, because you have taken it in double quotes. If you remove the double quotes, it becomes an integer and then it multiplies 125. But if it's in double quotes, it remains a string, and string is just seen as dead value. Okay, so this was concatenation and repetition. Also, let me show you how to loop through the strings. How to loop through the string. Now, for example, we have a string, and it is A B C D E F G H. Okay, so we take for char in s print ch. It will iterate through the string, first A B C D E and then print ch. See, in all different lines. But of course, if you want it in single line, you have to use and attribute and space and then run it. You can see this in same line A B C D E F G H. Okay. There is another method of looping through a string, just like in the list. First you do it by this, and next you do it using the range function. For that we take length of the string as L equals to len function, and then inside it s, then for ch, or for I, because we are iterating through the index, in range L, print s square braces I, and here end equals to space. So it will go start from 0 and to the end of the list and print the element one by one. Okay, so let's run it. See, exactly how we wanted it, right? Next, let me show you the mutability of the list of the string. How the string is immutable. You can't change the elements. Any modification to a string creates a new string instead of altering the original one. Okay, like if I say I want the A to be capital here, so I go like A as name of string, and A is at 0 index equals to capital A, and then I print S. What do you think will happen? See, saying Type error. String object does not support item assignment. That means it can't be mutable, it can't be changed once assigned. Only a new string can be created if you want the changes. Like here, I want A to be capital and rest of the string to be same. So we use concatenation plus slicing here. Let me show you how it's done. S equals to, we will take the same name, and even if the same name we assign a different, very different string like this, and then we print S. Python automatically deletes the previous S and prints the new one. See, but we want rest of the string same. Right now, the previous S, this S at the ninth line has value, and here we go like capital A, and then we add plus. Now here we take the slicing. We have to remove only A, so we have to remove the zero index. So we start from 1 and then colon and then empty. I told you about this in the list slicing, right? So I don't think so I need to repeat it again, but I will if you want to. So let's do this, and after that I will repeat this slicing also. So let's run it, and you can see we are having capital A B C D E F G H with capital A. Okay. Also, there are methods to update the string, but I will teach you all the methods in the next lecture. So for now, remember this only. So again, let's do the slicing. S1 we will taking, and in it we will do the slicing. Again, if we want to copy the whole, we have to take only the colon and print S1. The whole string will be printed. And if we want it from fourth index to the end one, we run it like this, and we will have EFGH. And if we want everything from the starting up till 5, that will run till 4 only. So A B C, we will getting A B C D E. Okay, this is how slicing is done. So I think that's it for the string today. I told you all the important topics, right? First of all, what is a string? A string is a sequence of characters written inside quotes, single quotes or double quotes, but double quotes are obviously preferred. Also, string is immutable, that is, it can't be changed once created. You can't just change the elements of the string whenever you want, that's not possible. And also, there is a string of constructor that can be used to create a string, and len function works the same as the list. Then I told you about the concatenation of the string, that is, you can add two strings by using the plus sign, plus operator, and it adds the second list at the end of the second string at the end of first string. Then we had repetition, that is, you can use asterisk sign, multiplication sign, and multiply the string with any number. And remember, you can't do it like this. You can repeat it. I will just put a space here, okay? You can repeat it as many times as you want, like 3 s into 3. It will be repeated 3 times like this. But if you put a new string here like s1 equals to, we have tfhg, okay? Let me change the letters actually. tpqr, okay? You can't multiply two strings. You can multiply only with an integer. See, it's giving error. Can't multiply sequence by non-int of type string. We can't multiply with non-string, okay? But if here I take s1 as 5 and s1 as 5 and then multiply by s1, it will work. It will go for 5 times because s1 here is now an integer. That was repetition, and then we did the loop through the string using the for loop. We can directly access the elements of the string, or we can use the range function and the length function, and then iterate through the index of the string and access the element by that index. Okay. And then of course I showed you some examples. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I will give you an homework for now. Let me remove all this. And remember, string can contain letters, numbers, symbols, and spaces. It doesn't matter anything. Okay, so it's time for homework. Homework. I'll give you some easy one, so don't worry. Okay, so this is your homework for today's lecture. First of all, you have to take a word, for example, take word programming and then print first of all first 5 characters of that string, then last 4 characters of the string, and then the characters from index 3 to 7. Also print reverse of the string using slicing only. You can use slicing only. You can do it by for loop also, but I think slicing can do it very well. So this is your homework. Take a good look and take screenshot. Make sure to do the homework and coding practice so you understand the concepts perfectly. Only watching lectures won't help you until and unless you do the coding yourself. So I recommend you also you do these homework daily as you watch the lectures. Okay. Also keep making notes. Okay. I write everything in the comments here like this. Write side by side. I am trying to make these lectures as simple as possible, so I'm not using any kind of theoretical PPTs or external notes or boards, anything like that. I'm telling you everything side by side and giving examples, as many examples I can give you. So make sure you make notes on your own. Make it on your laptop only, like in VS Code, in GitHub, or wherever you want, but make notes on copy pen, no problem in that, but make notes so you have something to revise later on. Okay. And if you want external notes, more depth knowledge of Python, then you should look at the websites like W3 School and Geeks for Geeks. Okay, these two websites have best notes and all concepts are covered there, and many of the examples I take are from them only. So you will be able to understand these lectures better if you study the notes too. Okay, so that's it for today's lecture. I told you all about the strings and introduction to strings, the properties of strings, and in next lecture I will tell you all about the methods of string. Like we did the methods of list, there are methods for string also. So we will be covering that in next lecture. I hope you are understanding everything I teach you in every lecture. So keep coding and keep practicing. You are doing good. Have confidence in yourself and keep practicing. That's it for today. Thank you.